example, I was listening to the conversation between Ahmed and the lady a bit before, and you both believe in God, and you both believe in say more or less similar understanding of what God means. And there are like discussions of how can God have a son and all of that, right? But you have a basis to discuss on, and I'm sometimes, as an atheist, I'm sometimes struggling with that because I feel like this basis, this common ground on which we can then discuss, is very difficult for me to find when it comes to religion in an interpersonal way. Of course, absolutely, between people.
Here's the common ground. You and I both exist. That's our common ground.
Okay,
we are in existence, and once we agree the moment you agree we exist, is the moment that you affirm there is a necessary existence always.
Yeah.
This is the moment. The moment you say you exist, this is the right moment, an exact moment you affirm there is a necessary existence that always existed.
Why? Why do we say, oh, there always has to be
because
if we exist?
If you exist now, there cannot be a time when there was non-existence.
Why not?
Okay.
Why not?
What is non-existence?
Why not? Maybe we just can't imagine.
No, let's understand that. What is non-existence? Non-existence is the absence of any existence. Absence of energy, space, time, matter, quantum fluctuations, absence of everything.
Okay.
That absence of everything, the non-existence, cannot do anything. It doesn't even exist.
But why do you think that's not possible?
You tell me, how is non-existence able to do anything?
Maybe it doesn't have to do anything. It doesn't have to.
But we exist.
We believe. Okay, let's say.
No.
This we believe we exist.
It's not a belief. It's a matter of accepting as a fact that we exist.
Well, but that's the point. It's not a fact. It's a belief. It's at the end of the day.
So when you say you believe,
it's not about facts. This is about belief at the end.
So when you say you believe, it's not something that you acknowledge to be a factual reality.
No, my belief is not a factual reality. My belief is my belief and nothing else.
So when you're speaking to me, it's possible that you're actually having a discussion which is not real.
I mean, possible in theory, yes. I do believe that it's real, but is that a fact?
How would you know it's real? What would you have to do?
Maybe I can't know. Maybe I can't know.
You cannot know.
Maybe there are things in life we can't know, and maybe it's okay to accept that we can't always know and explain everything, as I was saying. That's my belief.
So when you have this, hyper skepticism, so maybe the cars are not going there, maybe the bus is not going there. So would you ever just walk in front of those? Would you ever? Why is this an inconsistency in approach?
Walk in front.
You see. The traffic is red. Next is going to be green, and then they will just go. The traffic will run, right?
Yeah.
Fast-moving traffic.
Okay.
Would you just say maybe they're not real? Would you just start walking and running across the road?
If something is real or not is something else than if we exist or not. I mean,
would you consider?
Your question is philosophical. Your question is broader than
No.
car, right?
My question is a hard question.
Does this world exist? Do we exist? Do you think how
No,
we
you and I.
perceive things,
You and I.
exist?
We and I.
Yeah.
If you say you believe that I exist, but you don't know that I exist, you believe the cars exist, but you don't know the car exists.
Yes.
Would you, with that belief, because you said there's a possibility that your belief could be wrong?
Of course.
Maybe they don't exist.
Maybe we're just dreaming,
So
and maybe we'll
exactly,
run in
right?
front of the car.
So
we'll
would you?
die.
Would you?
Right. Like,
So would you?
This was not actually real.
So would you just go and start walking and running while the car's coming?
I wouldn't because
Why not?
I believe that the car exists and that I exist.
But they may not.
They may not.
So what's
Absolutely.
stopping you from just walking?
Because I believe that that's not a good thing to do. Because I believe that I am a biologically alive human being, and if I kill myself, I will not be there anymore.
Why would you say you kill yourself? They may not be real. It could be an illusion.
Of course.
So what's stopping you from?
Sorry, but you keep asking the same question, and I keep giving you.
So you're saying.
response.
So you're saying.
Yeah.
You
Sorry, I've heard you speaking before,
That's fine.
and I really appreciate dialogue. But I don't know. Have you ever heard of non-violent ways of communicating? I think this is really something that might help you, because I understand that you want to prove that you're right and the other side is wrong, but it's just not a very nice and helpful way of having a dialogue. And if you want people to become Muslim, and I think that's your aim, that's what I understand, and this is maybe, at least for people like me, not the way to go. But it's
So you felt
important.
offended?
I felt like you have a very violent way of communicating.
No, what have I
so
just
it's
said?
Not, you're not in this conversation in order to have an exchange of ideas, but you're in this conversation because you're right and the other side is wrong, and you need to prove the other side is wrong.
Isn't that how we discuss?
And that's the way you discuss. And I don't think that this is a helpful way to discuss with people. I just wanted to feedback that to you because I know you've been talking earlier with other people like that as well, and I don't think this is a productive way to.
So I should feel that I may be wrong and have that. So your approach is, when I'm saying that God exists and I exist, I may be wrong and I have that approach.
Well, I completely understand that that's not what you want to do because.
No. Is that what you're suggesting? Is the right way to approach in discussions?
I think there is a way.
That's an inferior to complex there, right there.
I think there is a way. I think there is a way to believe that what you believe in is right, but still speak to people who believe differently in a respectful way. I think there is a way to do that.
What have I done to show you disrespect?
I don't feel comfortable in this way of communicating, and other people might feel. I
understand, but you're using the word disrespect.
So the word non-violent doesn't apply here because there was no violence involved, unless you want to say he's being assertive. Mm-hmm. Was that the right word you're trying to use?
I think
because the term non-violence, it's completely not the word you would use here, unless there is an actual physical violence happening.
Well, I won't lecture you guys on
non-violent
non-violent
lecturing. It's about using the right term.
Yeah, exactly. You can Google what non-violent communication is. But I think I really have to go, guys. I don't live in London. It was lovely talking to you.
Where do you
all.
live, if you don't mind?
And I don't feel like sharing that. In
That's fine. That's fine. Okay.
No, if you all.
That's fine.
If you have a Quran,
so
justice for you.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And have a good evening, everyone.
Take care. Bye-bye. Thanks for the feedback, though.
Are you guys believe?
Yeah. So this is some just feedback to people who are listening. As you can see, when people's epistemic foundation is challenged, exactly this is what we see as a response. Because she realized that there is an inconsistency, there is some kind of, what we call this cognitive dissonance being displayed, and she realized that because she's an educated woman.
When you're challenged,
when you're challenged, you feel threatened and you become uncomfortable, and that's why she had to even lecture me of a non-violent discussion. I mean, I would be assertive in what I believe, but have I somehow being aggressive into something? You have to accept my approach, that you have to believe in that. I was simply asking, why would you not, meaning, why would you be inconsistent in your approach? And that how somehow threaten her worldview in terms of, how people have a discussion with. May Allah guide us.
Can you imagine an interrogation taking place either in a police office or maybe in the parliament of the Prime Minister or so on, and she'll come along, no, you shouldn't talk like that. That is non-violent approach. Sorry, that is a violent approach. I mean, it's just crazy. Some people are assertive, and in certain situations, assertiveness is required. And if you're confident, then that's important. Anyway, I think there's another discussion. Let's leave it here, inshallah.
Are you serious?
So,
You're not explaining why animals right now